On Palm Sunday, they celebrated Jesus' entrance or return into Jerusalem, and they hailed him as a king, as a celebrity. They laid down palms as he came in riding on a foal or a donkey. But these same people who were celebrating him, in a few days, they were yelling, "Crucify him." The Jesus they expected or the Jesus they wanted was not the Jesus that they got. A lot of times we find ourselves in that same situation where the Jesus that we want ain't necessarily the Jesus that we get. We've been praying and asking for God to do certain things in our lives, and when it seems as if they're not working, the first thing we want to do is take them back to the store. Imagine buying something and you buy it and you get it home and you have your own expectations as to what it should do. Maybe you saw an ad on TV. You get home and you use the product and it doesn't work, so you take it back. You get there, they exchange it, they give you another one. That one don't work either, so you take it back. You go back and exchange it a third time, and finally the customer service people say, "Hold up, man, we done gave you 3 of these, and you keep saying that they ain't working. What's the problem?" And you say, "Well, it's not doing what I expected to do." And their question to you is, well, it may not be doing what you expected to do, but is it doing what it's supposed to do? Did you at least read the instructions? The people that hailed Jesus as king had their own mindset or their own standard of what they thought he was supposed to do. And when he did something different, say, "This ain't the Jesus that I want." The point I'm making this morning is that I know you've been praying and asking God to do this or do that in your life. And it may not be working the way you want it to work, but just trust him. Allow God to be God. Allow God to do what he has to do in your life, because you want quality. You can go to McDonald's and get you a burger in 5 minutes, right? But you don't want a steak cooked in 5 minutes. You want that thing to be simmered a little bit. You want it to be cooked all the way through. So let God do what God does. Let God be who God is. It might not be the Jesus you want, but it's the Jesus that you need.